Welcome back to Blood Sugar Squad, your go-to channel for simple, actionable tips to manage diabetes and live your best life. For years, if you were diagnosed with type 2 diabetes, one dietary mantra seemed to echo through every online forum, every support group, and even some doctors' offices: go low carb, go keto. The promise was seductive and on the surface made perfect sense. Carbohydrates raise blood sugar. Diabetes is a condition of impaired blood sugar control. Therefore, remove the carbs, remove the problem. It was a seemingly bulletproof equation for regaining control. And for many, it worked wonders at first. The initial weight loss was dramatic. The blood sugar readings plummeted, and it felt like a miracle. But recently, a growing number of people within the diabetic community are stepping away from the keto lifestyle. They're not quitting because of a lack of willpower. They're quitting after discovering some shocking and often unspoken long-term consequences. Today, we're diving deep to uncover the real, complex reasons why diabetics are quitting keto. Segment 1. Why is keto so popular? The ketogenic diet is an extremely low carbohydrate, high fat, and moderate protein eating plan. Typically, it restricts carbs to between 20 to 50 grams per day. That's less than the carbs in a single apple. This drastic reduction forces your body into a metabolic state called ketosis. Normally, your body runs on glucose, derived from carbohydrates. In ketosis, deprived of its primary fuel source, your liver begins converting fat into molecules called ketones, which then become the main energy source for your body, including your brain. For someone with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes, this can be a powerful short-term reset. By virtually eliminating dietary carbs, you eliminate the primary driver of post-meal blood sugar spikes. Your glucose levels stabilize, and as a result, your insulin levels, the hormone that is struggling to do its job, also drop significantly. This initial success is real and shouldn't be dismissed. Many people experience rapid weight loss, reduced hunger, and a dramatic improvement in their HbA1c readings within the first few months. However, this is where the story begins to take a turn. The human body is a master of adaptation, and what works as a short-term intervention doesn't always translate to a sustainable, healthy long-term strategy. The problems start to creep in, not over weeks, but over months and years. Segment 2. Some issues with keto. One of the first major issues is what some are calling metabolic rigidity. Think of your body as a hybrid engine, capable of running efficiently on both gasoline, carbs and glucose, and electricity, fat and ketones. When you are in chronic, long-term ketosis, you are essentially forcing your body to run solely on electricity. You downregulate, or even shut down, the machinery needed to process gasoline. The enzymes responsible for metabolizing carbohydrates, like the complex processes involving glycolysis, become less active. For a diabetic, this might sound like a good thing, but it creates a profound problem. You lose your metabolic flexibility. Life is unpredictable. There will be a birthday, a holiday, a stressful day, where you reach for a piece of fruit or a slice of bread. For someone with metabolic flexibility, this causes a manageable blood sugar rise. For someone whose body has been in a long-term state of ketosis, that same small amount of carbohydrate can cause a massive, disproportionate blood sugar spike. The body simply doesn't know how to handle it efficiently anymore. This creates a terrifying fear of any and all carbohydrates, turning them into a dietary enemy, and makes the diet incredibly brittle and difficult to maintain in the real world. But the issue of rigidity is just the beginning. Perhaps the most shocking truth for diabetics on keto is its potential impact on muscle mass. We often focus on fat loss, but preserving muscle is critical for long-term health, especially for diabetics. Muscle is your body's largest reservoir for storing glucose. It's a metabolic sink that soaks up sugar from your bloodstream. The more muscle you have, the better your insulin sensitivity. Here's the problem. While your brain is happy to run on ketones, certain parts of your body, like red blood cells and parts of the kidneys, absolutely require glucose. Since you aren't eating any carbs, your body must make its own glucose through a process called gluconeogenesis. And where does it get the raw materials? From your muscle tissue. It breaks down precious amino acids, the building blocks of your muscles, to convert them into sugar. Long-term keto, especially if not meticulously managed with precise protein intake and resistance training, can lead to a slow, insidious loss of lean muscle mass. For a diabetic, this is a devastating trade-off. You might have great blood sugar numbers on the meter, but you are actively dismantling the very machinery that helps you manage sugar in the first place. Then we have the cascade of other potential long-term health concerns that are causing many to reconsider. First, there's the Keto Belly. The diet is notoriously low in fiber, as it eliminates most high-fiber foods like whole grains, beans, and many fruits. Fiber is the primary food for your gut microbiome, the trillions of bacteria that influence everything from your immunity to your mood, and even your insulin sensitivity. Starving these beneficial bacteria can lead to a less diverse gut ecosystem, which is increasingly linked to poorer metabolic health. Constipation is a common and unpleasant complaint, but the implications run much deeper. Secondly, the high intake of saturated fat, common in many versions of the keto diet heavy on bacon, butter, and red meat, raises concerns for many healthcare professionals. While the science is still evolving, for individuals with diabetes who already have a 2 to 4 times higher risk of cardiovascular disease, a diet that may elevate LDL cholesterol levels is a legitimate and serious consideration. And we cannot ignore the psychological toll. The restrictive nature of keto can lead to food obsession, social isolation, and a disordered relationship with food. It can trigger what is known as the rebound effect, where the moment a person goes off the plan, they experience uncontrollable cravings and binge eating, leading to rapid weight regain and wild blood sugar swings, often worse than where they started. Remember that managing diabetes is about connecting the dots, and that's exactly what our Blood Sugar Squad Diabetes Logbook is designed to help you do. With 2 full years of daily tracking pages, you can easily record your blood sugar readings, meals, and even your mood. Plus, find weekly affirmations to keep your mindset strong. This logbook is your trusted companion for building better habits. It's also the best way to support our channel. Just use the QR code on screen or click on the link in the description below. Segment 3, Metabolic Flexibility. So, if not long-term keto, then what? The emerging consensus among forward-thinking dietitians and endocrinologists is not to swing to the other extreme of a high-carb diet, but to embrace metabolic flexibility. The goal is to train your body to handle carbohydrates appropriately, not to fear them into oblivion. This involves a shift away from drastic restriction and towards strategic inclusion. It means focusing on the quality of carbohydrates, swapping refined sugars and white flours for slow-digesting, fiber-rich sources like lentils, beans, whole grains like quinoa and oats, and non-starchy vegetables. It means pairing those carbs with healthy fats and protein to further blunt the blood sugar spike. It means prioritizing building and preserving muscle mass through consistent resistance training, like weightlifting or bodyweight exercises. This approach may not produce the lightning-fast results of keto, but it builds a resilient, adaptable metabolism that can handle the realities of life. The shocking truth isn't that keto is inherently evil. It's that it's often a short-term tactical tool being misused as a long-term strategic plan. For some, under strict medical supervision, it may have a place. But for the vast majority of people with diabetes, a balanced, nutrient-dense, and sustainable approach that includes a variety of food groups, one that builds metabolic flexibility and preserves muscle, is proving to be the true path to long-term health and blood sugar stability. It's about working with your body, not against it. Thank you for watching and for being a part of our squad. What are your thoughts about the keto diet? Comment below, and please share this video with someone who needs it. Until next time, stay strong, stay sweet, but not too sweet, and keep thriving with the Blood Sugar Squad.